my friends. It's Tinman out here enjoying. I went for a nice walk here. I'm feeling very brave. It's kind of bear season, cub season still. I don't know if they'll be hanging around down here a little bit or convinced to stay around here or not. But anyways, so it makes me a little bit more nervous. Anyways, I went for a nice long walk down here, and I'm just going to show you some of the area because I want to show you how it changes and stuff. Okay, so just bear with me. And back there is where I kind of come into the property. And all this along here is only kind of as thick as you can kind of see up there. You know, 2 or 3 trees widths. And it thins out, and along there some of it's only a one bushy tree width thick. So it's really not very thick. Some piles and stuff like that built up like wall, dike kind of almost like thing. So you don't see into there very well. But that's that field where I figured out the hand grabbers hang out. They grab the soil on the ground, I explained, and then they throw it on their footprint, cover up that kind of a mess, and don't think of their hand grab. So anyways, I just want to show you something. So as things change and the landscape changes and it becomes quite thick here, you can see how it goes a long ways through the property. You can't even see the property line now in there. This is where I got the 3 tree bend kind of connection thing going on there, where that might be a live tree still. That one's a broken one with its root end up there, and then it goes down, and then there's another live one down there. It might be 4 or 5, and I can't remember, something like that, 3. Anyways, and so that was a sign that I seen the other day. And so as I'm walking along here, let's just walk together, and you'll see different signs. You'll see that's the first kind of So through here, you see it is actually quite clean. There's not a lot of this stuff in here. Fair enough. Just keep your eyes open for different kinds of twigs and stuff laying around. It's pretty, you can see in there well. I'm going to drop you down a little bit. You can see going in paths. This is what I'm walking. Straight up human path. So now you start to see a little bit more of some tree kind of stuff going on. This suckers type branch stuff. This one happens to be almost like a crossing marking. So my speculation here, because look at right here, you can start to see the gravel through there and stuff. If you see that white back there. Bit of a gravel pit going on here. So what happens is it becomes thinner here. And as it becomes thinner, you get a lot more stuff going on. Here's one of those for sure. They're rounding at trees, road arch, and now look at all the thick, like the little accumulations of branches. You get a couple of leaners back in there, but my biggest thought for you guys to focus in is going to be on like all these different piles through there and stuff. This point here, and then when I get up here in just a moment, it's a really interesting fact, because see how you can see through. I don't know if you can pick up on it, but you can see through there better now. And now you can see a number of these little hides going on. Bunch going on here. Every place we go to, the style's not necessarily going to be the same, because you got different educators, different mums, different dads, whatever going on. Here's where I really noticed it. You really get into some independent piles. And then up here, as you can see, we got this. So this is a pretty interesting shot here. I'll go through it quickly. Got everything pretty much, if you look, all the indications of different things are all pretty much pointing right here in a heavy manner. River's pretty quick right through there. Right down there, there's kind of a separator here and great well for hiding, and then another like you'd climb up over top of that, and then there's the river. But we got all these custom style brakes that our friends are so inclined to do. People might think to themselves, no, it was a storm and it all blew this way and stuff like that. Well, look at how these sticks ended up on top of there. You see that, Bert? And there we go right there. But, you know, a lot of that's probably just luck of the trade. I don't know. I just can see this all going on. A couple of more. This part becomes a lot thinner. So I think it's the final statement of, okay, cross the pathway. You know, for all we know, this could be a heavy raised kids area. And it's a training grounds. You know, I don't know. All I know is up there on the mountain. Right up through there, so I don't forget. There's some huge action going on up there, I think. I think we'd be able to get a lot of information. Peace out from the Tinman.